Is Samson a nail down at 18? Simple.
Yeah, for sure, I think. Yeah.
Josh Butler, Tom?
Yeah, I think Samson, Butler, Jaswal and Parag, if you can somehow lock them away, that then gives you a very, very good core.
But then you're paying two of them 18, Tom. So which two would go at 18 on your list?
This is a team that I'd look to try to average out, because I think Jaswal is also someone that's, will command quite a big sum, particularly if he went into the auction. You can guarantee he'll get 18. So I think you need to somehow work some sort of compromise with the group and just say, look, we're retaining three of you. We all feel that you're of the same value, and we're going to give you the average if you're happy with that.
No, so that's Samson, Butler, and Jaiswal. But Parag also then, are any of these players worth releasing to the auction and using the RTM? Could Josh Butler come for less than 14? Could Riyan Parag come for less than 14? Or do you lock them down?
I wouldn't rule out Butler going to the auction. I wouldn't rule that out. In fact, I wouldn't rule out if a Butler is not part of their original list. When I heard that first time, I was really surprised. I'm not saying this has come from the franchise, but when I heard this kind of a thinking, some of us were talking about it, and I was like, Butler is a no-brainer, but people were saying that no. I mean, maybe he might want to go to the auction. Maybe there's the other guys, Jaiswal. Jaiswal, I think, will agree to whatever price, 14 or 11, because it's the franchise that has helped him. He has a very good bond with the franchise right from a young age, 19. I think 2019 onwards he's been with them, and now with Dravid coming, he will look for that as a head coach. That also plays a big role in him wanting to stay with the franchise. So I would think, but what's his name? Jaiswal as number 2.
So you're saying Samson, Jaiswal, and Parag are likely are the three retentions.
Parag, I don't know whether could be, but Parag can go into the auction and you can have
Parag's stocks are only rising. He's at his best season.
And I think Parag at 11 definitely seems like a good bargain at 11 crores. But then the question is, so this is the question I had for Tom, which is, if say you have Parag at 11 and then you're going to split 50 between the other three, that means you're giving the other three an average of about
17.
No, but we're not.
And is Josh Butler 17 crores in the auction?
Yeah, good question. There's a lot of wicketkeeper batters in the international circuit. Now, the only reason they'll keep Butler at that price is because of the brand Butler, and Rajasthan is a big brand, and the sentiment and the history that they share together. If you're looking at it purely with a business head, you'd probably put him back into the auction, and you'd have a set amount you're prepared to bring him back, knowing that if that doesn't work out for you, you've got other players like Phil Salt and players of that caliber in the market that are wicketkeeper batters at the top of the order that are not equally as devastating, but not far off.
Right. And any other names in that? Lots of questions on Chahal, on Trent Bolt. Whether these are any of these players you'd rather just lock in and keep, or are you just going to go with your...
I think Chahal is the one. Chahal will be part of my list.
I don't know but at 11 crores, Naga, I don't think wrist spinners reach that amount.
As RTM.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sure. As an
RTM. I think I see RR as a team going with 3 cap players and then retaining the RTMs for auction.
So Samson, Jaiswal and Parag likely to be retained. Everyone else fair game at the RTMs depending on
unless you want Sandeep Sharma as another like an uncapped name if they want.
Yeah, I think as Tom said, Butler is the big question.
Sandeep Sharma as an uncapped.
I'm also I think someone like Dhruv Jurel, I really hope he goes into the auction because he deserves a good payday and a good franchise, and Indian keeper batters are going to be I think sought after. Other than that, Avesh Khan was a big money player for them. Prasidh Krishna, big money player for them, but I think they'll all just end up in the auction. Ashwin in the auction as well, and still valuable RTM potentially. Tom, Ashwin?
I think so. He's proving to perform against time, isn't he? He's only getting better and better with his consistency. He'd be one that I'd look at in the auction depending on price.
That's a big one for you. We don't think Josh Butler is going to be retained here. He might go into the auction and they might bring him back on the RTM with some backups.